Alright, so last week we started on The Girl from Ipanema as a chordal melody on the 8-string guitar. In case you didn't watch the last lesson, I'm currently tuned standard for the top 7 strings on my guitar, so B, E, A, D, G, B, E. And then my bottom string I have tuned down to E to match what would be the normal 6-string E, an octave below. Now if you did watch the last lesson, you know that we ended the song going from an F major 7 up to a G flat dominant 7, and then it would repeat over. That's the first ending. So this one actually starts with the second ending of that phrase. So you play the first lesson segment again, and then instead of going from that F major 7 to G flat dominant 7, you go F major 7 into G flat major 7, and that G flat major 7 is where our next section begins. So let's take a look at the music that we're going to cover for this part, and then we'll start getting to it. Okay, so as you see, after that F major 7 chord, then it goes up to a G flat major 7. And the first note we're playing in the melody section of it is an F. So what you're going to do is take your, what would normally be your high note, which would be that C sharp on the B string. You're going to take that, you're going to switch it. I use my middle finger for the bottom string here. And then your top note, now instead of being that C sharp, is that F, which is the first note in the melody that we're going to start covering in this lesson. So you're doing, or I'm using my thumb on the bottom string, my pointer and middle finger for the A and D string, or sorry, D and G string, and then you can either use your ring or pinky finger for the melody section of this. So we're playing while holding the chord. You're going to start on the F. You can go up to F sharp and then back down to F. So you got, and then you got to do a quick little change of your positioning, so you can hit that E flat while still keeping the other strings the same. So you're still hitting 2nd fret on the low E, 3rd on the D and G string. So you got, slide up to that F, back down to E flat, and then we're going to hit our next chord. The next chord is a B dominant 7. So we're going to do a small triad for this chord as opposed to doing something big. And the chord that we're really playing is going to use 2 open strings. And then the 1st fret on the D string. So you're doing open B on your 7th string, open A on your A string, and then right there you're hitting an E flat on the D string. So we've got this chord here, and the note you're hitting is that C sharp on the B string. So you got, so you're going C sharp up to E flat, or D sharp I guess you could say. So you got, except you don't want to hit that G because it sounds like hell. There you go. Now the next 2 phrases we're going to go over are actually pretty much the same thing. You're going to go to G flat minor 7, and you're going to use your ring finger to hit that A flat on the high E string. The melody, which I'm just playing with my pinky, is, so you're going A flat, A flat, G flat, E, and then back up to that G flat. So you got, and now we're going to go back using that same chord shape, except now we're going to bring it up to the 3rd fret on the B string. So it's going to be a D dominant 7. So you're hitting D on the B string, hitting C on the A string, and then you're hitting G flat on the D string. Now your melody part of this is going to start on the E of the B string. So it's 5th fret, now this part's a little tricky. I'm not even really using a finger, I'm using the meat of my hand right here to hold the F sharp, which is the note that this little melody section is going to end on. So you've got that with the meat of my hand right here on the 2nd fret. So for that little section you've got next section is the same thing but up 1 fret. So all the techniques and everything, the way you're fretting it is going to stay the same. You're just moving it from G flat minor 7 to G minor 7. Flat dominant 7 there on your B string. So say that same shape, but on the 4th fret instead of the 3rd fret we were doing a second ago. So you got and then comes this little interesting line. So you're hitting G, A, and then B flat on the high E string by itself, and then you come in with the whole chord section of it. So then you're going to play an A minor 7, and you're going to hit that C on top. And then it does a little run. So you got A minor 7 with C on top. Then you're going to start on the G string, since you're already going to be barring it on the 5th fret on that C. So you're just going to go up. So you're hitting 5th fret, 7th fret on the G string. Then you're hitting 5th, 7th, 8th on the B string. Otherwise, you could say you're looking at it C, D, E, F sharp, G. Then we go up to this chord, which is basically a dominant 7 chord. Now the melody section of this chord, the actual melody of the song, you're hitting that A flat A flat or G sharp there, and then it goes to A here. So instead of just sliding up or hitting that note with the chord, you could also just do. I like having it ring out. So what I'm playing is I've got these 3 fingers on the D, G, and B string, and I'm hitting a D with my thumb on the low E. So you've got and then again you can do the same thing, but you're going to go down to G minor 7. And then you end on that C dominant 7 little shape that we were talking about. Did the first one. Now that little shape, again, if you're looking at it, you're just moving it from the D form, or D position. So you got 10th fret on your low E string, then I'm hitting the 12th fret on the A. You're going to be barring the 10th fret already on the D, so you're going to hit that one. Then 13th fret on the G, and then 10th fret on the B, so an A. And that second time around, you're going to do the same thing down to C. So all together, slowly, you should have something like this. helped you guys out. Tune in for the next lesson, which hopefully I'll be able to get out next week. No promises. I'm actually going back down to Florida this coming weekend, so it may be a little shaky between this and my next video, depending on what I can bring and how fast I can get situated. But the next lesson will cover the next part of the song, and we'll do the thing as a whole, and then we'll go over a solo section for it as well. But I hope you guys enjoyed, and again, if you guys do want the transcription for this so far, feel free to hit me up on my music Facebook page, which there's a link for below. Just message me and tell me you want the transcription. I'll have it for both Guitar Pro or as a PDF file. But I hope you guys enjoyed and got something out of it.